This is Chris Wooten with Wooten Injury Law in Huntsville, Alabama, answering your questions about your rights when it comes to injuries and injury law. One of the things that people ask us a lot about is insurance companies tell them, well, we're denying fault in this case because of contributory negligence. And people say, well, I didn't do anything wrong. What do they mean by that? Contributory negligence is a part of Alabama law. It's very, very old. Alabama is actually one of the few states that still has this doctrine of law. But basically, contributory negligence says if a person does anything unreasonable to contribute to their own injury, they can't recover against anyone else. Now, that doesn't mean that if somebody just says, hey, I think you contributed to the wreck, they can deny liability and try and get out of jail free. That's not how it works. If someone is saying that, an insurance company specifically, is saying that the victim of a car wreck or another incident was contributory negligent, they have to prove that. That's what the law calls an affirmative defense. That means they can't just say, hey, we don't think this is our fault because we think you did something to contribute to what happened. They have to actually present evidence that proves that even if they did something wrong, you also did something wrong. And it has to be something that the law considers unreasonable for it to be negligent. In that case, they're able to deny fault. But what we see a lot of the time is an insurance company will just kind of pick on anything that they can to say, oh, we think you were contributory negligent right here, so we're going to deny fault. And really what they're doing is they're just trying to use that as a get out of jail free card to prevent from paying what they know they should. So if you have a question about contributory negligence or a situation where an insurance company is saying, hey, we think that you contributed to this incident, so we're denying fault, you should talk to an attorney about that and find out what your rights really are, because just because they say that you contributed, that doesn't mean you actually did under the law.